Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Buzzed and Bored podcast. We've rebranded for those of you who have never seen us before. We used to be the Scoreboard Addicts podcast. Now we are the Buzzed and Bored podcast. We're still missing someone, obviously. Nick's still not back, so we're usually four of us, but today we're the three of us. Last week we did one last week, a couple weeks ago. We did one under a different name, but we abandoned that name for this one. Basically a rundown of what us at the Buzz, I'm gonna keep messing this up with the two B's, the Buzz and Bored podcast is just three guys in their 30s drinking beer, drinking bourbon, and just talking about life and looking over like pop culture stuff, TV. A lot of stuff goes on. Matt loves wrestling, so we'll talk about wrestling. I know sometimes TJ collects cards and ripping open packs over there. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's different for us. I think we were doing the sports stuff, and we mostly do in New York. And if you're anyone who's a New York sports fan knows right now, there's not really much going on for New York sports. Unless you want to be miserable and hear us bitch and moan for an hour and a half. So you might as well hear us bitch and moan while drinking about.
I mean, regular. I hate to derail us, 2 minutes into episode one, but I actually, I'm off the wagon. I think I'm going to go straight sobriety.
That's funny. That's a good joke. It's good to start it.
That was good. As you drink out of like a mini vase glass.
Dude, I got these monster glasses one time. Because Carissa likes Bloody Marys, and when we first moved into the house, I was like, I'm going to get like nice Bloody Mary glasses so I can make like these Mondo Bloody Marys, because I will spice it up and throw like a Slim Jim, a friggin' sausage skewer, give me shrimp cocktail like hanging out the top. Like I will go all out and make like one of those monster Bloody Marys in the morning, like as if we're in Vegas. So I was like, I have even the pint glasses don't like do it justice. So I had to get these monster tall glasses. And then, like, every time I make one of those ornate, huge, stuffed to the gills Bloody Marys, Chris is like, leaves all the shit on top of it, drinks it. She's like, oh, that was good. I'm like, you're missing the point. Like a chicken wing hanging out of one time. It was crazy.
It's like a piñata.
That actually is
pretty much
cool if you can do that. Like the huge,
it's the perfect
Bloody Mary. It's so cool.
What is better than waking up in the morning, and you can see why these things were like pretty much coined in Vegas. You wake up in the morning still hungover, need a little bit of the hair of the dog that bit you, and you get yourself pretty much breakfast in a glass. You got, tomato juice in there, a little vodka to get the hangover at bay, and then maybe, like I said, maybe a beef jerky stick or, shrimp cocktail or something like that. You're getting a little protein in your body. It's a meal and a drink. Dude, we're going old school, because I remember back in the day, my grandfather used to talk about, like the roughnecks and all the man's men and the people that worked in coal mines and steel mills and all that stuff. Like, oh yeah, you had a beer in the morning with a cracked egg in it. It was called a red eye or some shit like that. It's like, holy crap.
It's terrible.
Awful.
Yeah, just give me the beer.
Shot of protein in a beer.
Isn't Hash House have? I don't know if the Vegas one, I don't know if the AC one has it, but the Vegas one used to have a little slider on top, a little cheeseburger slider.
I got the Hash House's BLT Bloody Mary like 2 years ago, and that shit was ridiculous. It came with a side plate, because they're like, yeah, we don't even try to put it on top anymore. Here's your meal.
Here's your meal. And the glass is probably just as long as that glass that you're using there.
It might be longer. You got to tip the cap to Hash House. They don't give a fuck.
They are. Hash House gives a ton of food.
The one negative about Hash House is that their orange juice, way too much pulp. So when I'm getting a mimosa, it's just like all like way.
You pull a Tony Soprano?
I like some pulp.
Some pulp. Carmella. I like the one that says some pulp.
But also Hash House though, like the only thing I hate about it is you get so full from it that it's like
Immediately.
I'm not eating like all of this.
Right.
No,
And then I'm not eating it again until like 8 o'clock at night.
Listen, you have to be inspired to eat that much. And that's the thing. You gotta just think Scooby Doo.
Yeah, you got to do a little motivation.
I will say, speaking of Hash House, the first time I went to Hash House was the one in Vegas because I think that's where it originated from. They had 2 in Vegas, 1 on the Strip. I went for my brother's bachelor party back in 2013, and it was Man versus Food had already gone there, Adam Richman. So I was like, I got to check this place out. And his challenge, I think he was a challenge, but his thing that he ordered was the sage fried chicken, eggs Benedict.
Okay.
I ate that in one sitting. I did not eat the rest of the day. I did finish it. I took it down. It's instead of English muffins, it's 2 like biscuits at the bottom. The sage fried chicken, which is like their popular meal where they do sage fried chicken and waffles. And then they put, instead of like they put holiday sauce, but instead of like, what is it, the poached egg usually on top of an eggs Benedict, they just put a ton of scrambled eggs on top of the chicken. And then they cover that with cheese and they cover that with hollandaise sauce. It is absolutely delicious. The sage fried chicken from that place is amazing. If you ever in Hash House, get the fried chicken and waffles. It's so good. But if you happen to want to brave through the eggs Benedict fried chicken, go for it. It's amazing. It's delicious. But be prepared not to eat again for the rest of the day because it is absolutely insane.
Dude, I believe you. I mean, I always order the pancake and I never finish it. It's the size of like a table.
Yeah, it's huge. The pancake
it's massive. But it's delicious. It's always, and you know what's funny is like it's not expensive. Like sometimes those places are ripoffs. They give you they overfeed you so they can justify charging you $33 for a breakfast. You know what I mean? But Hash House is pretty good with that. It's a monster amount of food. You can't walk out of there and not be stuffed to the gills with a doggy bag, in your hand. But it's like $22 each when we go out of that. Like with a drink, it's relatively cheap.
It's not terribly expensive for a place that's giving that much food. What I do like is that when we order the mimosas, they give us the Hash House glass to take home.
That is nice.
They have the full menu of mimosas, different flavors, everything like that. One time I went with my wife, we didn't finish our mimosas. We were about to leave, and the guy comes over with a little paper bag with 2 more mimosa cups, and he's like, just take. He was like, those are used, so in case you want to throw those away while you're gambling. Here's a nice little bag. Take these as well. We ended up going home with 4 mimosa glasses. I'm like,
that's great.
Like, it's amazing. The service they have is great. It's a great place.
Oh yeah, I mean,
that's awesome.
Dude. I look forward to it. I look forward to it every year.
We always have a good time, and we'll probably talk about it a little later today about it. But let's get into the first topic that we have here. Matt. John Cena's retirement. I see it right there. Is that the
Yeah, so it was right? It's the Yankee one. New York. It was from I didn't go. Very upset I didn't go, but
it was surprised you weren't there.
Tickets were way too much money. Too much money. And I had no one to go with really. His final Monday Night Raw was at MSG. And I was being cheap when I went to SummerSlam. I didn't get the shirt at MetLife because it was like $5 to $10 more than on Fanatics. And I'm like, I'll wait for the code. I'll order a bunch of shit. Shirt ended up being sold out. And I like to it was all of his shirts have been themed based off of his last, appearances in that city. So for New York, it was Yankee themed. So I had to get it. And
what was the shirt at MetLife? Was it a Giant or Jet theme?
He had 2. He had 2 for MetLife. One was green for the Jets. One was blue for the Giants.
That's kind of cool.
And dude, it sucks, to be honest. It's crazy because last year when he announced he was retiring and that 2025 will be his last year, it didn't really hit. And then as this year started, it was only like a certain amount of dates. Wasn't, the full year, maybe 25 dates, something along those lines. But now, like, there's 2 more left. And it's the 29th for Survivor Series. And then his last match is the 13th, December 13th in DC. at a Saturday night's main event. And they set up this whole tournament to see who would his final opponent be. And some surprises in there. In the TD Garden, LA Knight on SmackDown last week went against Zack Ryder. He came back, the Long Island Ice Z. I called it. I predicted that. He came out. He unfortunately lost. And then on Monday, Solo Sikoa went against Dolph Ziggler, who I actually tweeted about that he would be coming back. So, point for me.
Nailed it.
But it's crazy because the 3 out of his last 4 matches are going to be against Dominic Mysterio, who is Rey Mysterio's son. And there's just so much stock invested in him that I think this is a great opportunity for Cena to put him over. Because at Raw and at the TD Garden, Cena beat Dominic Mysterio to win the Intercontinental title, to become a Grand Slam champion. And then on Raw, he went against Dom in a 6-man tag. And at Survivor Series in San Diego, Dom's hometown, John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio for the title. And I think that having 3 out of 4 matches with Cena, with the dates so limited, really says how they feel about Dom. But just like, dude, I've been watching Cena since 2002.
I was going to say about sorry to cut you off, the Intercontinental Championship. Is he going to retire with it, or do you think they're going to give it back to Dom?
The way I would book it, you can't have him beat Dom again. I think it really kills what they're going to do with Dom. So I could see whoever advances within the tournament or someone interferes that would make Dom beat Cena, and Cena wouldn't be the champion going into the tournament in December.
Gotcha.
But it's a great nostalgia run. Yeah, dude, I know you guys weren't really watching around Cena's time, but it's like Jeter retiring, or like Tom Brady. You were so lucky to see him during this time and didn't really appreciate him. He always got booed. It was the same old shit, John Cena sucks, but to be able to, be at SummerSlam, see him for the last time, it's sad, I'm gonna tear up a little bit,
You don't think he'll ever come back? Come on, like wrestlers always come back. You think he's not coming back at all? Like not even.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I think he's one of those guys.
Fucking Rolling Stones are still doing. Oh, this is our last one. It's like, until you die, maybe. Sure, we'll see.
I've seen how many retirement tours of Rolling Stones have.
Yeah,
right,
seriously.
Right. Even Shawn Michaels came back.
Well, I was gonna say if we're gonna call a spade, nobody went out better than Ozzy. Ozzy's like, I'm retiring, and then he's like, I'm dead. It's like, holy shit, he really did retire. Like, this is my last show, and then he was like, holy fuck, it really was.
And like, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. But I bet Hulk Hogan, if he was still around right now, he'd probably wrestle Cena.
Dude, look at Ric Flair.
I was gonna say Ric Flair's about to come back and wrestle him.
Bro, like how many times like his crepit ass tries to get into the ring, but I honestly think Cena respects it too much, has respect for the company, himself, and his legacy, where he can't go like he used to. So he said that he made a promise. If he can't give it his all to the best of his ability, then he's going to retire. And, because you don't want to see him hang on and just put on shit matches and just like ruin everything. So it's like the NBA player who just keeps going to different teams just
Chris Paul.
There you go. Yeah.
Pretty soon in my head because I love John Cena as an actor. I'm thinking about his role of Ricky Stenicki. You guys see Ricky Stenicki?
Yes.
But he's done all the covers about masturbating.
Yeah.
It's just
fucking tremendous.
he is so funny. He's a good actor, though. I'll tell you what. I want to see him and Idris Elba. They're both like the president and the prime minister, and they're
that one looks good.
That looks good. I haven't seen it yet, but I gotta watch that. That looks good.
Yeah,
but he's a good actor, though. I guess maybe if he's gonna put it all into something, he's obviously gonna move on to the acting career because he's already had plenty of good what do you say? I guess good movies and funny movies.
I mean, right, and he's locked in at DC with
Peacemaker. Yeah, true. I mean, I would never really watch Cena. Like I've watched here and there, like wrestling in the past. Like I haven't watched wrestling since high school. I watch every now and then. Like I'll get into around WrestleMania. My niece and nephew are totally into it. They love it, so I kind of get in with them. But like, I just feel like it wasn't really a big like Cena fan, so it doesn't mean as much to me. But like, it was cool watching him come back this year and like see some of those matches. Was it WrestleMania was when he came back and he like was like the heel at that point with the Rock and everything. Was that
was Elimination Chamber when he turned heel with the Rock in the ring, and
but then the WrestleMania he beat Cody to become the 18 times.
17,
18, whatever. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, not the biggest wrestling fan, but no, I mean, that was cool. I watched those WrestleMania. I watched Chamber. I watched all that because I knew it was like the end for him, and I always liked him as an actor. So definitely fun, and it sucks that he's retiring. I can imagine.
It does. It definitely does suck. I don't want to interrupt the Cena talk, but we actually got hit with a comment.
I did see that, but I have no idea what that's about.
It's for fantasy. Romeo Dobbs, booties on the Patriots, Godwin, Shakir. Well, the Bills game started, so you're out on Shakir. I would say go Godwin, Kevin Spacey. Go Godwin and
soon to be named the list.
Good luck,
Kevin Spacey. No, I mean. No, but it said pick one. Oh, pick one. I thought he was making like picks. I was like, what fantasy are you in? Oh, he means pick one of those people? Yeah, I'd probably go with Dobbs. I think like
and no offense, if we need to pick one of those, you're probably not in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter at this point. Those are not good names.
I hope it's like your like second or third wide receiver that you're trouble put it in. And you know what? If you didn't start Shakir or whatever, at least you got three other mediocre guys to fill
right.
But good luck. That's what we're not fantasy experts. I don't know where that.
I mean, I did go 5-0 in all my leagues last week, and I am in the playoffs in 3. So you are asking the right person.
I'll tell you what. I have one league. I'm eliminated from the playoffs. I'm 2-8-1. In my other league, I'm 8. I'm like 9-8-3. In my other league, whatever it is, whatever week are we in? I'm like, how do I have done that bad?
Is it points where you tied, or is it like categories?
So I think it's all points. It's heads up, but I think the other league that I'm in, the points are like really skewed. There's no decimal scoring. It's half point PPR. So like I drafted like way too many wide receivers, and I'm like, I have too many wide receivers, and then I just sold off my team. I was like, I'm done. I was 2-5-1, and I was like, I'm just doing a fire sale. I traded everyone I had and just destroyed the league because everyone's like, you're trading it to the same guy. I'm like, he's the only one messaging me for trades. I said, you don't like it? Then get a veto. I said, tell the commissioner. The commissioner has to approve it.
You're one of those. You're one of those. My cousin Vito over here. Like,
I'm one of those guys that is gonna like to watch the world burn. I'm like the Joker in Dark Knight.
I like it. I like that.
The thing is, I did it last year to the same guy. I traded in my players, and everyone's like, he's gonna win the championship. He didn't win. So like, it really is just a crapshoot. The grid, you have the players, they have the matchups. They have to be able to score points when you need them to score points in the playoffs, and it happens. I lost last year my fantasy championship. I was up 45 points with one guy left. And the guy went off on Monday night, scored 50. Like, actually, I think he scored 50. He scored like 47 points. I lost a championship by 1 point. It was the most depressing thing ever. So that's just what it is. All right, moving on. Speaking of football being on TV shows. What do you guys like getting into right now? You like in the middle of a show? You're watching something? Binge watching something?
I actually just watched Dexter Original Sin, and
Which
then
one's
I
that
watched.
the one?
That's like
What
the
is that?
prequel, like before he turned into like full on Dexter. Christian
Oh, he's younger.
Slater. Yeah, he's younger. I liked it a lot because I thought the characters were so spot on to the ones from the original show. Like the mannerisms, the way they talked, the way they looked. It was like believable. It's not like, they went all Disney and like made Dexter like, Puerto Rican or something. They literally like matched everyone up to
Hey man, I kill you, son.
Right,
They're in
right.
Miami, so he would have been Cuban.
Exactly.
Miami,
Yeah, Cuban. So it's it was good. Bummer to hear that they canceled it. So then I was like, all right, let me watch Dexter Resurrection. And it started slow, but wow, it picked up. It was like really good. A lot of big names were in there. You had Cam from Modern Family, Neil Patrick Harris, Peter Dinklage, I think is his name.
Dinklage,
Yeah, and the girl who played Jessica Jones, and Jane in
Kristen
Breaking
Ritter.
Bad. Yeah.
Where is he now, though?
And Uma Thurman was
This
that.
is the sequel to the. What is the one with his son? Right, this is the sequel to that.
Yeah, I think was it like Cold Blood or something blood?
Something like
I think.
something blood, like Bloodline,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, but I
like
think yeah,
that one.
Bloodline. That one was good. It was like it's a continuation of that.
Of that, okay, so he's alive still. He didn't die then.
Yeah, he's alive.
Spoiler
And no, but if you watch
Ah.
Dexter, Dexter Original Sin, it picks off with him after he got shot by Harrison and like being rushed to the hospital. And it's like, is it true what they say when your life flashes before your eyes?
Oh,
and
that's
then it pulls
original
into
Sin.
when he was younger. But it's cool because in Dexter Resurrection, when they show some flashbacks, they take it from Original Sin. So
That's
very good. It got picked up for a second season. So I would definitely, if you're a Dexter fan, give both a watch.
I have to buy Showtime in order to do that. But it's funny that they canceled the prequel, but not the sequel. I guess people like anything Michael Hall, right? Isn't it? What is it? Anthony Hall? Well, Michael C. Hall?
Michael C. Hall, yeah.
Michael C. Hall. I get confused.
Anthony Michael Hall is the dude from the 80s movies.
Yeah. Michael C. Hall is Dexter. No, but I love the original Dexter was awesome until like the last 2 seasons, but
Writer's Strike.
I do love that show. That's pretty cool. I gotta check it out. Then.
No, yeah, definitely check it out.
I'm sorry, but I think the star of all those Dexter things are the people that go around on TikTok just pissing in their town. Have you seen those TikToks?
The Bay Harbor pisser.
Yeah, dude. So that's what they do. They're like, whatever town they're in, let's say they're in freaking New Jersey. Let's say they're in Freehold. They'll be the Freehold pisser. And there'll just be a TikTok account of like just walking up to people's like yard signs and pissing on them or lawn gnomes and shit like that and running away, mailboxes. I watched one dude just walk into a McDonald's bathroom, just piss everywhere. And I'm like, this is absolutely awful. But since I don't have to clean it up or deal with it, it's fucking amazing.
I love it because they have the Dexter voiceover from the actual
happened again, but yeah.
And then they just see them just pissing on people's front door and leaving.
Well, one of them was was last year during graduation season, and like all the people had their like graduation pictures in the front lawn, like, "Oh, congratulations, Gabby, good luck." And there was just this dude pissing on the graduation posters. It's like, oh my god,
horrible. That is so bad, but
hilarious though. I mean, dude, not for nothing. All those TikToks have like 150,000 views. Like, if you just go piss on something on TikTok, you'll get massive amount of views.
Oh, 100%. And TJ, so what about you? You watching? You've been watching anything, or you're just like
no? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna watch Stranger Things, dude. Yeah.
He watched still too much movies.
You gotta take time off of Skinamax now. No, I'm gonna watch Stranger Things, but like at this point, it's like I can't wait to watch 35-year-olds pretend they're in high school and run around. You know what I mean? Like, it's so drawn out, dude. And me and Carissa were talking about this the other day, and she's like, "It hasn't been that long." I'm like, "Babe, this is the 5th season. It's been like 12 years."
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah,
I was like, "This is insane." I was like, I don't give a shit about writer's strike. I don't care about this, that, or blah, 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 blah. You can't sit there and justify. It's like, oh, well, the production and stuff, it's like everything's like a movie. It's like, okay, you're filming 7, 8, 45-minute long episodes. Like, it shouldn't take 4 years. I don't understand.
The thing that pissed me off was, like, I did like it until like that season 4 when the episode was like, it came out in 2022 season 4, so it's almost over 3 years ago came out, and the episodes were like 2 hours long. I'm like, I'm watching a movie that's not even going to have the complete story to it, and it's gonna be a portion of this giant story for 2 hours. Like, I honestly, I gave up on it. I loved Stranger Things the first like 3 seasons. Then that season, I was like, I can't do this. Is too much. Like, why do we need this much storytelling? If you want to make a movie, just make a movie. Right. Like, it's insane. And this season too, I think it said like each episode's like a mini movie.
Right. Yeah. Because they don't know how to, like, you know, you want to tell a story, but part of the process of telling a story is cutting it down and getting the, you know, details across in a fast way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the clever part of it. You know what I mean? Listen, we could all think of a funny story to tell, but it's hard as shit to be a stand-up comedian because you have to fit it all into a 2-minute bit and get it across and be funny the entire time. Like, that's part of the process. So throwing me a 2-hour episode is like, and especially when it's nothing but filler. Like, I love the fans that cut shit down after a show comes out. Like the Obi-Wan series, it was one of the best things that Disney did. Like, honestly, out of any of the new stuff with Star Wars, the Obi-Wan series was great.
Yeah.
Obviously, The Mandalorian's good. And I loved Rogue One. Rogue One I thought was phenomenal.
Rogue One was awesome.
Dude, it's somebody sat there and turned the Obi-Wan series into a 2-hour and 5-minute movie, cut out all the filler and bullshit. Like, look, we're on a planet with Lizzo and fucking Jack Black. Like, who needs that shit? And they put it down to a 2-hour and 5-minute movie, and they were like banning this guy everywhere and trying to sue and shit like that because it was amazing compared to the fucking show. Like, the show was great, but everybody just wants to see freaking Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight. That's all anybody wants.
Jabba the Hutt was in Obi-Wan?
Twice.
Yeah.
Him and his sister.
No, the Hutts were in Obi-Wan, but
no, I agree with you. Out of all the new Star Wars stuff, the prequel stuff, obviously, the last 3, like, I kind of like the first one that like kind of like set up the storyline. Like, oh, this probably has a good story to go, and then they just destroyed it in the last 2 sequel trilogy. Actually, when I go back and watch the prequel trilogies, I actually like those a lot better than the sequel ones. Obviously, the original is the original. You're always gonna love those 3. But out of the new stuff, Rogue One was amazing. Yeah. The Mandalorian is great. And they come out with a movie for that one, which is great. Instead of having to sit through, 10 episodes, I'm actually thankful they did that. I'm not to sit through 10 episodes of The Mandalorian and like filler bullshit where we're just gonna sit in the movie theater for 2 hours and actually get a full storyline. And then that's it. That's as if that's the last season. It's gonna conclude it. So like, I'd rather have that than sit through 10 episodes of 45 minutes each of just bullshit.
I'm not gonna lie, the more involved Grogu is in the storyline, I think the worse it gets for me. It's just like, okay, we're doing this. We're gonna continue to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh yeah, and he's like 67 years old, and that's all he looks like. It's like, oh, so everybody will be dead before he develops into a character that can fucking talk. Everybody else in this storyline will be dead before this character develops into a mid-adolescence that can talk and have feelings. And this is a joke, right?
And then even that though, like, technically, if like he's following that timeline of how young he is, that means like even the prequel stuff, like he's not going to be able to be a fully developed like Jedi until like after like Rey and all them are dead too. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's a good character. It's cool they brought back, like, because the Yoda species is only 2 of them they ever shown was Yoda and the female Yoda in like episode 1. And then you have Grogu came out of nowhere, and then it's like, all right, well, what? They never give it a species name, right? They're like, we don't really know what they are, why they live for so long, and like, we're not gonna get those answers. I mean, maybe we will, but it just seems like we're not gonna get the answers from him as his character because he's a freaking baby.
It's so funny because, like, Disney is usually at the forefront of like cancel culture lately and stuff like that, and the whole Gina Carano thing, which is insane. Yeah. Like, You know what I mean? She was tremendous in the show. Her character was awesome, and she's a gorgeous woman, MMA fighter. You know, like tremendous actress, and whatever. And all this goes on, and all I keep thinking about, like every time anything controversial with Disney and Star Wars comes up, it's like, dude, Billy D. Williams is the only black dude in the Star Wars galaxy for the first trilogy, and Gina Carano can't have an opinion about something. Like, fuck you. You're not going to address that. No one's going to address that one.
Oh God.
It's only Billy D. Williams, legitimately, for 3 fucking movies, dude.
I think he's out in the first one.
Oh, right. So right.
2.
He's part of the story, but he's not the first one.
Yeah.
He's canon already, obviously.
Right.
But
because the whole Millennium Falcon, you froze on us though, so you break it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear us anymore, but
you know what I hate though? While he's frozen, I hate
take him back off so you don't see
I hate how it's the norm for all these streaming services that, you know, Hulu, like their own TV shows, like Amazon with Reacher. 8 episodes. I have to wait a year plus for 8 episodes. That I'm not a fan of at all. No. I hate how they took away the 20 plus episodes in a season, and now we have to pay for these streaming services, and then you take more than 50% of our episodes, and it's terrible. Like with Stranger Things, waiting 3 years to see what happens with 11, bro. She's like 18 at this point.
She's married. She's
married with kids, right?
Nah, yeah. I don't think she has kids, but no. You know what reminds me of Euphoria too. Euphoria was one of the first shows Sydney Sweeney was on.
Ooh, and Sydney Sweeney.
The first season was like they were like early 20s, I guess, like or mid 20s, most of the actors. Then they then what happened was COVID happened, so they couldn't come out with a season. Then they did a special like New Year's Eve's episode, and it was literally an hour, and it was just 2 of the characters just talking in a diner for 2 hours, like for an hour. And like it was cool. Like if you're like a cinema, like, oh, this is really good. And it was good dialogue. The actors were great. But like for someone who's not like that into cinema or into that like the artistic approach of TV shows, you're like, this episode sucks. Like
right. I'm not looking for fucking Kubrick. I'm looking for entertainment.
Yes. And then like the next season finally came out, which is I think 2022, and then haven't returned for 3 years to the point there. They just finished filming. Sydney Sweeney posted on her Instagram that they just wrapped on it in November of 2025. And then this show's not coming out to 2026, to the point where the younger sister in the TV show quit the show because she's like, I can't wait around forever. I'm going to college. Like she's like, I'm done with the show. So like it kind of ruined the show. The fact that she's not a main character, but she's pretty important. She's a younger sister of the main character who has a drug addiction. And point of the first 2 seasons was like how the younger sister is affected by her older sister's drug addiction. Now that storyline's gone because
I mean, you can easily whatever. You can easily say that it affected her so much that she went to college, that she moved away from it. She had to remove herself from it. But it's a cheap cop out, but it's like why so much time is like wasted? I don't get it.
It's ridiculous, dude. Stranger Things has been going on so long that 11 is now like the cast is at the point where they fucking hate each other. Like now, they're bringing up accusations of what's her name, David Harbour. Yeah. So it's like, all right, you went from her being like 10 years old and like the interviews after the first season, like, oh my God, these are like my kids. I love these kids, blah, 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 blah. To like now they're all adults. It's like, yo, fuck these kids. Move the fuck out already.
So I want to move on from the TV topic, but I will say the 2 shows that I watched recently was Death by Lightning, which is the story of James Garfield's assassination. It's actually very good. Do you guys know Michael Shannon?
That. Yes.
Michael Shannon plays James Garfield.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Check it out if you haven't. It's on Netflix. It's only 4 episodes. It's like
I heard it was good.
It was really good.
I'm a history and documentary and like that's that.
Yeah.
So I got to check that out.
I literally was after I did that. I bought the book Death by Lightning it's It's called Destiny of the Republic, which is what the TV show is based upon. I bought it immediately. I was like, I'm going to read this because I'm just so into this now. And then I also watched, this show is real weird. Pluribus, I think it's pronounced. It's like, the saying pluribus unum on the dollar bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Pluribus. It's a show where apparently this alien invasion happens and everyone's just super nice to each other, except for 11 people who are unaffected by this invasion. It's super weird, but it's by Vince Gilligan, who did Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Rhea Seehorn, right?
And Rhea Seehorn's the main character.
Yeah.
Super weird. I'm still watching. There's only 3 episodes in. It's on Apple TV. And I'm like, I'm going to give it a shot because it is Vince Gilligan and see where this is going to go. But I'm like, I'm on the fence. I can't tell whether or not if I like it or I don't, but I'm intrigued enough to keep watching, which is, I guess it's a pretty good TV show then, right? If it keeps you invested.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
You start dabbling, looking at the tranny porn, and you're like, I don't know if I like this or not yet. And then all of a sudden,
and then the last show before we move on to Whiskey of the Week, Matt, I bet you watch this. Nobody wants this.
Oh, yes. So good.
It's a TV show. Good. Listen, this is one of the things that we talk about is being husbands, being teacher, dads, dealing with family. Matt, I know you have to watch it. You watch it with your wife?
I do.
Yeah,
I watch it. Yeah, I love it. We love it.
It actually is. I think this season's a lot funnier than the first season because I watched the first season alone because I was like, I'll catch up on it. She told me to watch it. I watched it alone. I literally was sitting there drinking bourbon and not laughing for like 30 minutes. And then this season, I'm like, this season's hysterical. I think it's like
it was a lot better.
The first season was more like lovey-dovey, cutesy, rom-com-ish. Now it's just like there's just jokes every other minute. It's great. This season, first season, if you watch the first season, sit through it. It may not be as funny, but definitely it takes up a notch in season 2. Give it a shot. But on that note, that's TV, which is what we're gonna do each week. See if we binge anything new or what's going on. But let's get into what we usually love doing, which is drinking bourbon and whiskey. So
Whiskey of the Week.
Do you guys have anything special, or is this like are we reusing bottles? What are we doing? I know Matt, sometimes you don't have that many. You usually do the Doc Holiday. Oh, you did. Oh, Iron Smoke.
I got the Iron Smoke. So Rook hosted a bourbon night a couple of months ago, maybe like 2. I'm all shot with time, but I wanted to bring something different, but nothing too crazy. Went to a liquor store by your house in New Jersey, I saw the skull, and I saw that had smoke, so I was like, "Hey!" And it's not bad. It smells like tequila, but when you drink it, it's so much better, and it's like really, it's like really good.
I had it. I've had it as well because we did the tasting. So that one's super smoky. So if you're a fan of like having that like smoky flavor onto your bourbon or your whiskey, that's definitely a bottle for you. But what sucked for you is that we had that bottle there, and then my friend Scott brought the subtle smoke for Basil Hayden, and it was subtle. It was it was smoky enough to give it that smoky flavor, but not like overwhelming. Like yours is like heavy smoke. That subtle smoke was actually very good. Smooth, but no, your bottle was good too. But you gotta like that smoky flavor.
Oh, and it's a 95.5 on the Jim Murray's Whiskey Bible. So I don't know what that means.
They put these labels on shit like they always. It's usually wine. Wine started this. They would put like rated a 97 by, and then like in fine print like Jimmy Cooper. It's like, who the fuck is that? It's like, this guy lives down the block. It's like none of those things mean anything. Like there's no set thing of like, well, with bourbon, I believe the San Francisco one is like the esteemed, I guess in the bourbon community, like rating system and their reviews and shit like that. But it's like, it's such a cop out when you look at one of those labels and it says like, oh, rated 96% approval rating, blah, 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 3 gold medals. It's like in the Toronto Gazette's whiskey and hot dog eating contest. It's like, all right.
We should 100% make a rating system completely make up and just see if one of them eventually, it's like a bourbon place or whatever bottle, whatever it could be, buys into it and it's like, oh, this guy gave us 95.5.
So like how there's a Scoville
Volunteer.
for like heat as far as hot sauces go, you get like a bourbon, like an established bourbon rating system.
Yes.
It's too, there's no right or wrong answer though. You know what I mean? Like it's too,
No, there's not.
to interpretation.
But like that's what we'll do. And then eventually we'll get like the Buzz and Board podcast festival of bourbon and brisket. Gave us a 96.5.
And teeth
put
cleaning
a
extravaganza. We'll get the dentist involved. They bring in the money.
Instead of a festival, we call it Bonanza. So it's a Buzz and Board Bonanza.
Yeah,
Brisket
the
and
bees
bourbon.
are fucking this dude up. Holy shit. Bro,
Bees are tough. Bees are tough.
every time you go to say it, you kind of stroke out for a second.
I do. Buzzed and Buzzed and Board Bonanza of bourbon and brisket gave us a 65.
Oh,
Out of the-
what is
out
that
of
called when you
the
keep
letters
using the
of
same letter in
Alliteration.
alliteration? Thank you.
Yeah.
Alliteration be damned. Yeah, I'm going an old
Jeez.
one. Nice Booker's 23-03. This is the Mighty Fine batch. 126.6 proof. 7 years, 1 month, 10 days old. It's pretty good. I mean, I haven't bought many Bookers lately because the last couple have been like meh. You know, they're very hit and miss. And not saying that they're meh, but the price point on these is like $109 when you can find them at MSRP or like $99 at the cheapest. So they release about 4 a year, and then obviously they do like a little book and shit like that. But the 4 ones that they release a year, 4 batches a year, it's not easy to invest $100 in it. That's $400 in a year on gamble. It might be good, it might not be good, and I'm not saying it's never terrible, but it's you get those bottles where it's like it's only 7 years old. Like, is it really worth $100? Nah, not so much. You know what I mean? So if the flavor's not there, like the value kind of peters off. But this one's pretty good. Nose is very like rich apple and caramel. It's actually perfect for like this fall type of season. Cold outside, but this
I feel like
smells like warmth.
I feel like most of the Bookers I've had is always usually pretty good. Like I never like complain about a Booker's bottle.
No, never. But it's one of those where if I handed you, let's say, a meh batch of Bookers and then like Old Forester 1910, you're gonna be like, holy shit, this 1910 is amazing. It's like, yeah, that's $53. Yeah, like you know what I mean. So the value it's hard to, you know, at the $50-$60 price point. Yeah, I'm buying all 4 every year, and you know whatever it's gonna go, or I'll use it for old fashions. But at $100+ price point, there's so many more bottles that I can be buying. You know what I mean? Like, am I gonna get one of 4 batches of Bookers, or and this is at a marked up price? But who gives a shit if I see Stag sitting on the shelf for like $120 to $150, Stag Junior? I'm gonna pick that up. I don't mind paying, you know, double MSRP because Stag Junior is it packs a punch, and it always has, you know what I mean? The value is there. Bookers, it's like you're not getting the age statement, you're not getting anything rare or special. You know what I mean? It's just they pump out 4 batches a year. Some of them are great, most of them are okay, and that's it. You know, the most of the time you're paying $100 for a $50 product.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's not fun.
I think Chris got me one. I gotta look at what it was. He got me a bottle for my birthday. It's good. I mean,
It's delicious.
I know Booker's is always solid bourbon.
Yeah.
I remember I went to my friend's bachelor party. His friend brought a bottle of Booker's bourbon, and he's like, oh, I don't really drink bourbon, but I brought it. He's like, if you want to have it, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna have at it. And like I remember one night they all went to see Joe Rogan did a stand-up show, and they all bought tickets for it. And I was like, honestly, I'm not a big Joe Rogan fan. I'm not gonna spend like the $75 to go see him. I was like, I'll just chill out at the Baltimore Orioles Stadium. Was actually Camden Yards, right across from our hotel. So I was like, I'm just gonna watch the game. It's an afternoon game, and I'm hanging out at the hotel. I'll meet you guys for dinner after you guys get back. And I sat in the room after the game was over and just drank Booker's. Gone. I was completely gone the rest of the day. No idea what happened.
It's always proofy, so you're always gonna pack a punch with it. Listen, I'm not trying to run it down at all. Obviously, I buy it routinely, so I like it. But it's you know, like I said, I usually once a year I'll buy a bottle, and then that's what I do. I'll wait for the reviews to come out and see what the majority of whiskey drinkers are saying is like this is the batch to get this year. You know?
Yeah, no, and the thing is too, like me, like when I go to like if I go to the liquor store and like I see a bottle like that, I'm like, all right, I'm like, I really want like to have a bottle like that because I know it's $100, and it's like, but then I'm like, I could buy like 3 bottles of that same one, and I'm like, I'd rather have that. So like, it's gotta be like something that's like, either that's gonna blow me out of the water or something I never seen before. Like I've seen Booker's, like I know it's different batches every time, but anytime you walk into a liquor store, you're gonna see a bottle of Booker's there, whether it's a certain batch or not. Yeah.
Sometimes
maybe.
they jack up the price though. Like I know a few of the liquor stores around Staten Island will have Booker's for like $140. And it's like you're crazy.
I usually see it around 100 or 109. Like the most I've seen is 120.
No, but see, then again, because once every once in a while, it will be like you have a hit. Like the Kentucky Tea Batch was a hit right away, and everywhere I went that still had it already had it marked up by like $50-$60. You couldn't buy it for under $150. Because like online already was going for like $250.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because everybody realized like, oh, this is the one, this is the banger, and I ran out. I ran down to my buddy told me they had a bottle at Wegmans for $120 of the Kentucky Tea Batch, and I shot down to Jersey to pick up another bottle because it was that good.
So I'm drinking the George Dickel. I told you guys about this. I got Dickel 8 years. The name
you love the Dickel.
The Dickel's not bad.
Enjoying 8-year-old Dickel is a crime.
Yeah, I think you should know that.
You guys are sick individuals. Anyway,
how far is your house from a school or kindergarten or
back to park? The bourbon, guys? Jesus Christ, you guys are sick. Anyway,
and you're taking the Lord's name in vain too? Touching the kids wasn't bad enough.
I said you guys are sick fucks. Didn't I?
You said Jesus
Christ. Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know name in vain. Anyway, I got the George Dickel. I got a gift card from my brother-in-law for a service online. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy. I always see in the stores. I never really get it. I'm like, I'll get it. It's a gift card, whatever. So I wrote this down because I was drinking it on Saturday night. This is how I wrote it to you guys. So I'm gonna read it out for everyone because I kind of remember what I thought about it. I would say that George Dickel is a fine bottle. Doesn't blow me away, but there's no Kentucky hug, so it's not overly proofy. It's 90 proof, pretty smooth finish. I taste a little bit of the caramel flavor or the sweetness at the back end of it. I got it with a gift card, so I can't complain. I would buy it again, but it's not the top of my must-have list. I think it's, as you said, not terrible, but not great. It's a fine middle-of-the-road bourbon that can still enjoy without breaking the bank, but still having a solid bourbon to drink. So I think that's my review of the George Dickel. I think you agree with me too. Oh, you said it before I even tried it. You were like, it's not like an overly crazy, awesome bottle, but it's just like a perfect, like, you want a bourbon just to enjoy and sit. It's fine to do that.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, it's whiskey, right? You can't go wrong. You're gonna try. Who gives a shit? Some are great, some are meh, but it'll get you messed up. It'll get you where you need to be, and it's better than anything that they made about 200 years ago, drinking on out in the West out of a jug that had 1X, 2X's, or 3X's on it. So we've come a long way. But the last bottle of Dickel I tried was my brother picked up the George Dickel Tabasco collab, where it was Tabasco in the whiskey, and I like spicy and I like Tabasco. It just didn't work. I wanted to like it so bad, but it was just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to make with this. Like it just had no place anywhere. It's just a weird combo,
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like one of those. It says handcrafted small batch, so it's supposed to be a small batch, and it says aged 8 years. What is 90 proof? I think it's 90. It's not 45% alcohol, so it's 90 proof. I don't want to bash it and say it's a shitty bourbon. It's a decent bourbon. It's not, but it's like I said, it's not like, oh, I'm not gonna run, like you said, you see Stag Junior on the shelf, you're gonna buy it. It's not like one of those type of bottles, but I think that's it for Whiskey of the Week. So we're gonna move on to one of our segments. We're gonna do weekly segments here. Here we go.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you?
Is that what's his name? Harlan Williams?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Right?
Yeah.
What movie?
Grandpa's old cough medicine, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
You
All
shut
right,
your
all
mouth if you know it's good for you.
Any of you guys have any poor decisions that we've made this week? It doesn't have to be your own. It could be someone else's dumb decision to do something, but go ahead.
Wow.
Not
most
going
of
to
my
talk
decisions
about
were dumb.
work. I'm not going to talk about work because
My coworkers
I don't know
who might be tuning in right now.
who may be listening. So I will not talk about work. I will not talk about work. Some poor decisions.
Do you want me to start? I'll start. I have one.
Yeah. If you
What do
got
you think?
one, go for it.
All right. So this week, Congress voted whether or not to release the Epstein files. The votes were like 470 something yes and one nay. The one nay, that's a poor decision. It is 100% a poor decision because you're like, how do you defend this? How do you defend that pick? Like you're number one. You should be investigated for one not to be released. And did you not talk to the other 470 other Congress people to be like,
I'm telling you
are you
right
voting
now,
yes or no on this?
without a doubt, because at that large a sample size, right? And the fact that I think we can all agree that elected officials aren't the smartest fucking people in the world.
They're not.
When it came time to vote, the person was like, "Oh, what's this for?" No, right? It's like, dude, what? What do you mean no? You know what we're voting on? It's like, oh my bad, I took a nap. It was definitely some fuck up. It had to be like because everybody else is fucking voting yes. So what your no is doing is embarrassing only you.
So do you want to know why I forgot his name, but he wrote an explanation on X.
Did he?
Why he did it?
And
he claimed that the reason why was because we have a legal system, and that releasing the files would go over what the legal system is, and like just release the victims' names, release the people who are on the list, and automatically make them seem like they're guilty without having the opportunity to defend themselves in court. I'm like, this is worse. I'd rather you be like, oh wait, no meant not to release it. Either no meant to release it. I thought we were voting yes or no to keep it sealed. I voted no. I'd rather you say that as your reason.
It'd been great if you just came out and been like, I don't know, Bill Clinton handed me an envelope to vote no.
You just said something ridiculous like that. Like there's so many other excuses you could have came up with. Saying that it's not fair to the individuals who are being named for being at the Epstein Island doing whatever crazy pedophilia shit they were doing allegedly. Like that's crazy.
A poor decision. That's a poor decision.
It's 100% a poor decision. And then to go on X and defend it, just be like, I made a mistake. I'd rather if he was like, I fell asleep, I woke up, I thought we were voting on something else. I'd be like, at least you're incompetent and you know why you did it. But the fact that you're defending it, dude, just shut up. Just don't.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is a poor decision. I agree. That's a very poor decision.
So
I don't know. I definitely don't have anything that tops that right now.
I think I got one. I hope I'm wrong. But the Yankees offering Trent Grisham a $22 million qualifying offer may be a poor decision. Not saying I don't want Trent on the team. I don't want him for $22 million. I'd rather than bring Bellinger back and fit him in the outfield, maybe for a space, especially if you have no plans on moving Judge to first, which you probably don't after he won MVP. But I think Bellinger provides Judge protection. He's a phenomenal defender. He looks stoned all the time, which is just puts him higher on my list. But he's built for Yankee Stadium, and I feel like it's a poor decision. It will be a future poor decision if they don't go after him. And I feel like enough is enough with this farm system, with Dominguez, Spencer Jones, all these top prospects. Unload them, get Skubal, sign them long-term, and win a fucking championship.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is? The thing is, what troubled me with the Grisham thing was that he didn't play a single inning or get a single at bat in the World Series in 2024. He barely played that season. Then you bring him back. He basically is your starter. I'm not saying it's a flash in the pan. He had like 30 something home runs, which is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
RBIs. He had a fantastic season. I get why you give him the qualifying offer because you're hoping that a team gives him a contract and you get a for it in advance. I mean, in exchange. But you gave him like a qualifying offer is like $22 million. Like that's a lot of money to give to a guy, even though it's for a year, to a guy who literally had one good year where he hit 30 something home runs, and then he went to the postseason and evaporated.
Pretty much.
What do we like? I get people are like, oh, Grisham's back. Like that was cool. He was so clutch for us. He was clutch for us in the regular season because there's a span of 162 games, and there's going to be moments where you're going to be able to step up and be clutch. But when it comes to the postseason, you have to be able to perform. And you've seen it with Judge. Judge, besides 2025, he was absolutely horrible. And we didn't even get a full postseason at Judge because they were gone by the divisional round and by game 4. So I think I honestly think a little bit of a poor decision by Cashman to give him that qualifying offer. I get what their theory was behind it, but now you clog up another year where Spencer Jones can't come up. Judge is in right, he's in center, and then you're gonna have a left fielder. Your problem still. Spencer Jones is not a left fielder, so I agree with you. Package him up, send them off to somebody else. If you're gonna stick with Grisham in center field, then send him somewhere else and get a pitcher and let's go for this thing.
Yeah,
and you sign Bellinger then at that point.
Yeah, it's
So
they don't care. They just don't care. They don't want to make the team better. They literally don't care. If Judge didn't win MVP, they wouldn't care. People will still go to that stadium, sell out, 15, 16, 18 bucks for a beer, $19 for a hot dog. It's just I went to 2 games last year, and one was because Melissa got tickets through the DOE, like half price on Juneteenth. And I had with work, with work, right. I had a work event where my guy was like, do you want to come? Free tickets. I'm like, I have to be in the office and it's a free game and I'm comped on everything. I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah,
Other than that, I haven't been to a game.
I went twice. One, I won the tickets, and then 2, my dad gave them to me to take my cousin to the Subway Series. And I was like, the only reason I went was because it was the Subway Series. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have gone. And I was miserable.
Right.
I missed the first 3 innings. I came from Jersey. It took me almost 3 hours. And then to get home was another 2.5 hours. It was horrible.
Oh, it's brutal.
But TJ, what's your report? Did you got something?
Yeah, I'm going to try to share my screen right now.
Hold
on a second.
It's the poor decision is going to be the angle he took on his nudie that he sent his wife.
Yeah, right.
Oh, God.
Can you see this?
I put my wrist like this.
Is it showing in the stream? Good.
I'll add it to the screen now.
Okay. Let me know when it's up.
There you go.
Win the rebound, though. Pops out. Dragusica goes down behind the net, as does Blasig, and oh my!
Oh!
Dragusica just slashed Blasig in the head. 2 directions.
So,
that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
That's brutal.
Poor decision right there. A lot of people are calling for huge suspensions. I said this kid should be thrown out of the league for life. Essentially, he didn't catch him on the helmet. It's hard to see. It's not a great video feed. They have better versions of it, but he catches him past the helmet across the face and slashed his face open, and he got carted off in a pool of blood. So it's like, I'm sorry, your career is over. There's no place for that whatsoever. You know what I mean? Because if I'm that player or if I'm on that player's team, there's no way I don't try to take a dirty, cheap shot at you every single time we play you, and every time, like, it's going to be it's going to be worse for you. You know what I mean? Like, you did that to one of my teammates. There's no way I don't butt end you right across the face and try to knock every tooth out of your face. You know, this is as far as hockey goes, there's dirty things to do in hockey, but slashing somebody across the face is you're a serial killer. You know what I mean? Like, you're a monster. There's no, you know what I mean? That's essentially the equivalent of in a baseball fight, if you get hit by a pitch, turning around and hitting the catcher in the face with your bat. Like that's that. So talk about poor decisions. That fucking dude's career is now probably done.
No, 100%. That's just a stupid thing. Sorry.
No, I was saying like peace to that guy. Like that's it. You can't.
Deuces.
There's no. Even though you're on different teams, there needs to be some sort of like professional like respect, amongst each other to where like you feel safe. You're on the ice. A lot could happen.
You can fight. You can fight. You're allowed to fight. It's part of the game. So the fact that you take a cheap shot, right? Like fucking drop your gloves and be like, yo, turn around. You're answering the bell. And every hockey player knows, like, especially a big hit like that, if somebody tells you turn around, you're answering the bell and you don't, then you're probably getting duffed in the back of the head a couple times. But even that is still a little bit more acceptable because you gave the guy a chance to defend himself. You know what I mean? But to just from behind too, brutal. But if you want to go right into the next segment, I do have one very quickly.
The segment? Okay, I got you.
You drunk?
No. But this ought to do it.
Take his keys. The next segment that we're going to start.
Take his keys. We're going to have to take all the Jets fans' keys right now because I see a lot of rejoicing that Woody Johnson is in some kind of correspondent email with the Jeffrey Epstein estate, and fans across the fucking state of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut are trying to be like, good.
You froze.
The government
has to sell the team.
Hard to freeze. I
go.
can't keep it together because that is absolutely crazy.
Bro,
And that always happens. Oh God, you're back, TJ. You froze in the middle of all that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anytime you mention Epstein, you freeze.
I'm on the list. Dude, just the fact that oh my God.
As a child, maybe.
I'm frozen again.
No, you're good. You're
You're
good.
good. You're good. We got you.
We might have froze. He's still on,
Did
though.
we freeze for you?
Yeah, we froze her. Oh my God, that's really
That's really funny.
I mean, celebrating the fact that this guy may be doing what he did at Epstein Island, it's probably pretty brutal. But I guess if you're a Jet fan, it's been a bad run. You might as well, whatever you could get, take it and just run with it. Because if you could get him out, get a new owner. Yeah. I mean, they got rid of the guy in Carolina for calling the girl like in their jeans and calling her a hot ass or something like that.
Yeah.
But they get Woody Johnson for this.
No, I looked it up. Apparently, it's something to do with travel and stuff like that. And he's not involved in any sort of wrongdoing or criminal investigation or anything like that. They just have somebody from his business or line of work or something to do with him, his estate, emailing about travel arrangements for something with the Epstein estate. But I mean, either way, it doesn't look good. The guy was a businessman in New York. Everybody had business dealings with him. Like they try to be like, oh, this guy's with him and this guy's with him and this guy's with, you know what I mean? Oh, Trump had business dealings with him. Yeah, everybody had business dealings with him. But
he's a businessman.
You have to look at the allegations. And when they started, Trump stopped talking to him. And you can believe whatever you want. I'm not to get political, but like I believe the first allegations were in like fucking 2008 or 2009 or something like that he was brought up on charges of, and that's where many people like cut ties, and you hear it often because he was heavily involved in like the New York business scene. You know what I mean? So people are going to have ties to him that have nothing to do with the other side of that shit. You know what I mean? Same thing. Yeah. The Mets and Bernie Madoff. Doesn't mean the Mets are running a fucking criminal activity organization. They got ripped off.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Jewish kid from Brooklyn. Like people are gonna know him. He's done business stuff like that. So I mean, it happens. People are gonna be affiliated with him without actually having to know what the hell went down on the Epstein Island.
Still hilarious though to be like, oh shit, this is our chance, boys. I hope he raped the kid. It's like, oh my God, what is that? Where it sucks so bad in Jets Nation that we have to hope that our owner of the team molested somebody.
It's been so bad. They're like, if you get rid of this owner for anything, just be a name. Like he's not having nothing to do with it. It's like he literally got an email from Epstein, never responded to, but his name's in there. Like, I gotta get him out of there. He got an email.
Oh my God, dude! The only way that gets better is if fucking Mika Zibanejad is on the Epstein list, and that's how we get him out of fucking New York City and lose his $7 million contract. Fucking put Igor on that list too. Saved $11.5 million to not suck.
My keys is I'm a big fan of this guy. I think he's going to be a spark plug for the New York Giants moving forward. But Cam Scatterbo, what are we doing? And I'm not talking about that Raw. I'm not talking about the Raw appearance.
Good, because you were going to hear it from me. You were going to hear it.
That was great.
The Raw appearance was amazing. What I am going to say is he's doing these streams from his house, like in his bedroom.
On
randomly
Twitch, right?
on Twitch, and he got his 1,000 subscriber. So he decided to drink Monster out of his cleat, his dirty cleat. And I'm
It's a
like,
shoey.
I guess, yes.
Yeah, dude, that's an Australian thing. It's a shoey.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what are you doing on this Twitch? Like, I get, he's bored, he's injured, he's not doing anything, he's got to recover, he's got to do rehab. The Raw thing was awesome. I thought people were killing him for it. They're so stupid. In fact, I'm gonna change it. Take his keys to what's his name?
That ripped him up.
That ripped him up. McMonagle from
yeah.
His name? Not McMonagle. Another one. No, Big
Mad Dog ripped him. Everyone ripped him. Everyone ripped him.
Did Marash? Did Marash rip him?
Was it McMonagle? Maybe it was McMonagle. Yeah, Big Mac. They call him Big Mac, right? That's Big Mac.
Everybody's been ripping up, and it's like they're not understanding that you're mad at a guy for acting who's athletic. You're saying, oh, you're gonna get hurt, blah blah blah. Dude, the average NFL player's career lasts less than 3 years. This kid is at the top of the hype list around this NFL season on a team that's not going anywhere, right? Let's call it what it is. The Giants aren't doing shit. Yeah. So why wouldn't you play into the fact that live it up? He's a young man. Like, enjoy the hype, dude, because legitimately, even if he has a long career, you're talking about 7 years.
And the thing is, like, you're in New York City too. Like, this is the biggest city in America. Like, he's going to Knicks games. He wore a Rempe jersey for the Raw appearance.
Yes, it was amazing.
Like, the Rempe jersey was totally on point for him too. I love Cam Scatterbo. So my keys are gonna be every WFAN. What do they call them?
Sports media, fucking personality
on there. Personality that had an issue with
ESPN, all those people.
Take a hike. Oh, Chris Mad Dog Russo was huge against it. You're an idiot. Right. Take a walk, Chris Mad Dog. You're too old.
You know what they were saying? They're like, oh, he got pushed pretty hard. And, you had a bunch of big guys around him. Your ankle's screwed up. What if you get pushed? One of those big guys falls onto you. It's like he played football every fucking Sunday, bashing his fucking head through 300, 400-pound guys, and you're worried about the smallest guy on the roster that fucking pushed him? Bro, it's called selling. He was selling.
Yeah, he shoved him. He shoved the guy back, and the guy went flying like 20 feet. Do you think Cam Scatterbo's that strong?
No, dude, it
was fake. They don't get it.
I think Cam Scatterbo is stronger than you think, though.
Fucking nose
no, he definitely
up to wrestling. That's all it is. It's people that shit on wrestling, and I guarantee you, all these people hate that they have to talk about it. That it's on ESPN now. That's being covered because they don't consider it a real sport.
More of a sport than the WNBA.
Whatever. It's entertainment. Just like you four fucking jabronis who sit around and talk like we're supposed to take your word for it. No, you're sitting there entertaining everybody, and that's what wrestling's about, and that's what Scatterbo is doing. MSG in a Ranger jersey, let him live.
Like, if the Giants are 8-2 right now instead of 2-8, no one's gonna care.
No one cares.
If Patrick Mahomes did that, they'd be like, "Oh, look at Patrick Mahomes getting into it."
Mahomes did it before. He did a thing with Logan Paul. He wasn't physically, doing anything, but dude, it was a push in the chest. Like,
I find it funny that everybody's focusing on that, and nobody is talking about the clear and obvious, like, as far as cancel culture goes and like being offended, it's only when a certain side of the aisle does something, right? So I don't know if you guys seen this. Draymond Green and the fan got into it the other day. Some fan in the stands, and it was because he kept missing shots, and he called him Angel Reese. And Draymond Green was like, the first time it was funny, but you can't be calling me a woman, man. It's like, why? What's wrong with being called a woman? Let's explore that one. Nothing on that out of nowhere. I guarantee you Scatterbo said something along those lines, they'd fucking flip out. Fucking Troy Aikman says, like, oh, let's get the skirts out of the game. But Draymond Green's like, don't be calling me a woman. That's very offensive. It's like, what?
Well, I don't blame him, because being called Angel Reese is pretty bad.
Right.
I get it, but if he would have said that, if he would have said, listen, I don't throw up bricks like that chick, then that's fine. But he said you can't be calling me a woman, like as if that was the offensive part.
That was the offensive part.
So,
Like, and it's just dropped.
So soft. So soft.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I'm
soft.
saying, but it's specific softness. It's like cherry picked softness. This is what we're going to be
Right.
upset about because this guy, we can go after this guy. This guy, not so much. Like, no one's going to really jump on the backlash. But you know what? Everybody outside of New York is not going to like Cam Scatterbo anyway. So let's fuck with this kid because he's only a young man having a good time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So to move on,
Take your keys. I want to do one real quick.
do real
You
quick.
sent it in the chat. Someone's got to take Jamar Chase's keys. My guy.
That's a good one.
Listen, do the gritty, do whatever. You can't spit at somebody. You're a man. Not to compare him to Draymond. You're not a chick. Don't be spitting on someone. But he appealed the game, and he said, if I was going to spit on him, I would spit in his face. Doesn't help the situation, but I do appreciate the timing of it all because I am playing against a team that has him in fantasy, and now I don't have to worry about Jamar Chase with Burrow coming back. So take your keys, take it his keys, sit at home, and peace.
What I do like is he goes, if I wanted to spit on him, I'd spit on his face. And then you look at the video evidence of him spitting in his face.
Yeah,
it's not like anywhere close to that. But anyway, we'll move on. Take their keys. Jamar Chase. What did you say, TJ? Who was it?
Oh, Jets fans.
Oh, Jet fans. And and everyone at WFAN. All right. Those are our take keys this week. And then we're gonna wrap up here, I guess, soon because we're going a little long. We usually do about an hour. But next week, Thanksgiving, we're not going to meet Thursday night usually when we do these. So Thursday is Thanksgiving. We're not going to be able to do this. Everyone's busy enjoying the holiday and probably going to be a few drinks in because it's a holiday and that's how you survive it. But what do you guys got planned for Thanksgiving weekend? Anything fun?
Eating.
No.
Eating. That's it, dude. You know the deal, bro. It's
getting a gobbler from Wawa.
Yeah. Gobbler Bowl is fucking back, baby. So good. You got to get the sweet potatoes, not the regular mashed potatoes. Sweet potatoes make it. I don't know why. Sweet potatoes is so much better, but
I like sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes are awesome.
Not for nothing.
Like,
this time of
brunch.
year, like it gets hectic, and anybody that's married and you do the split family thing, and every Thanksgiving and every Christmas Eve and Christmas morning, 90% of my time is spent in the car driving back and forth to everybody's house and to do the thing. And while I love seeing everybody, and I don't like hosting big events at my house, I keep trying to convince my wife. I was like, yo, let's just do Christmas this year because I don't want to get off my couch. I want to enjoy the holiday. I don't want to get out of my pajama pants.
Right.
I feel bad saying it because obviously I love seeing my family, especially around Christmas time, obviously.
Just at your
but
place.
there's something to be said about not leaving your pajama pants on Christmas morning or your house or I don't want to have to feel the draft outside. I want to stay in my house the entire time.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
I'm
I
lazy,
agree.
I get, but what I am looking forward to, other than obviously the food and hanging out with the family and stuff like that, is Thanksgiving, especially. It's probably one of the only times a year I crush wine. It's everywhere you go, everybody has bottles of red wine out, and it's all right, I'll have red wine because once you go with, you can't really mix. You can't go back and forth from beer to wine and stuff like that. It's a tough combo. But there is nothing better than stuffing your face with turkey and stuffing, mashed potatoes, all that stuff, drinking a bottle or two of wine, and then taking a nap on the couch to probably Dallas getting their asses kicked.
Yeah. Now the Lions, it used to be the Lions all the time. Now it's
Right.
Lions are killing people's asses. But
I know.
Speaking of which, I have a super busy Thanksgiving weekend. My mom's turning 65. I have
Nice.
Thanksgiving.
B-Day.
Thank you. Her birthday's on Thanksgiving. So we're going to see her on Thanksgiving in the morning. Then we go to my wife's house for Thanksgiving. Then her family's throwing her a party on Friday afternoon in Brooklyn. So I'm going to Brooklyn. And then we're going away with the kids on Saturday to take them out of the house, do some things. And then Sunday we have brunch with Santa. I'm
Nice.
like that's the entire weekend. That Wednesday night, Thanksgiving Eve, I'm meeting more friends that are coming in. So we're doing that, and we're actually having them over for a little bit on Wednesday night. So I'm like, I am literally for the minute I leave work at like 4 or 5 on Wednesday, it's like I'm gonna be nonstop until Monday.
So you're going to your wife's house, you said?
I heard that too. I was.
You did, right?
My wife's family, I know I messed up. I'm at my wife's family. My brother-in-law's
like, oh,
house,
good for you.
they host us. Yeah.
Just letting you
Wow,
Yeah.
somebody's being good on the podcast. Yes, everything's
Right.
yours, sweetheart. She watching? She over your shoulder?
Right. She's like, all right, cut.
That's
mean,
right. It is
yeah.
my house. That's a legal statement live on a podcast. My house.
Right.
I do miss that because we're not hosting, so but no, I do miss like Thanksgiving Eve, just drinking way too much and then getting yelled at the next day with my mom for drinking doing over
Whoa.
Thanksgiving.
Like Alex's birthday is the 25th, so we always have to do, stuff around Thanksgiving. Like it's hard to work in, this is the first year we're probably not doing a birthday party because it was just so hectic this year. And we went to Hershey this past weekend.
Right.
So it's rough because like the weekend before Thanksgiving, we're usually busy doing something for him. Now we're just going to take him out this weekend, and we might take him down to Yestercade down in Red Bank or something like that. He wants to go to a trampoline park, but obviously I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not jumping around with you. I was like, I don't think mommy wants to get in the trampoline and get trucked by 37 different kids. So I was like, we'll figure it out, man. Because we usually do a trampoline park for a birthday party, which is
I came once.
like-
That was fun.
yeah, dude,
Oh, he
they're
mentioned
fun.
that. He mentioned that when I saw you guys at Tejas about the trampoline park.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's always a good time at the trampoline park. It's relatively cheap when it comes to birthday parties, which is like I couldn't believe like Alex's, I want to say 7th birthday party. We were gonna do a bowling alley. Like I was like, all right, so how much is like all right, it's like an hour and 15 minutes of gameplay and then pizzas and stuff like that. How many kids you talking? I'm like, I don't know, like fucking 8 kids and like maybe 5 or 6 parents want to play. So give us like 4 lanes. They're like, all right, it's 900. And I'm like, 900 and
bowling
what?
was such a ripoff, dude.
I'm like, are you out of your mind? I was like, I'll build a bowling alley in my freaking basement for $900. I was like, what are you out of your $900 to bowl for an hour and get 4 shitty pizzas?
It is the
Right.
biggest ripoff. Any bowling alley.
Yeah.
It is insane.
Dude, I remember being a kid. We used to go bowling because it was $3 a game.
Yeah, it was cheap. Now it's not.
Like,
ridiculous.
that's what I'm like, I looked at the guy. I'm like, yeah, no. I was like, for $900,
Yeah, I'll get
I'll
back
just
to
right. I'll take my entire family to Jose Tejas and walk out of there and save 300.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate that.
dude, bowling is not that entertaining. Bowling is what you do when you have nothing better to do, and you can do it while you're drunk.
And also, like,
Right.
like the kids, it's like it's raining outside, and like so they just to get them out of the fucking house to be
Right.
like, let's go bowling because there's nothing else to fucking do.
Dude, I can rent an ice rink for fucking $300 and just be like, yeah, we're gonna go ice skating for a fucking hour.
For just the 3 of us.
Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what $900 for 4 lanes of bowling for an hour and 4 shitty pizzas.
Yeah, the trampoline park. I remember we went for the birthday party. That was fun. We had a great time, and like, I feel like I remember I talked to you. You were like, "This is not expensive at all, dude. Like, this is so much fun."
Dude,
And it was-
I
they
want
were
to say
pizza, wings and stuff. Oh, is that you ordered or they ordered it? Or they
no,
ordered it?
the pizza and wings and stuff like that was from them. I would get the cake from Costco because I mean, how do you beat a Costco?
Oh, yeah, the
cake?
Costco cakes are awesome.
Oh, that's a
And then we would, bring soda and stuff like that. The only thing is like that trampoline park is very like, like watch what you bring in. Like I've been to other places where it's like, how the hell did you guys bring in beers? It's like, oh, we brought a cooler and nobody said nothing. So the place we go to, which I guess I'm happy about, right, that they're more responsible because it is a kids party. But
right.
yeah, dude,
Right.
it's so not expensive. I want to say it was under like $600, and we were there for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
You know what I
it was
mean? You get the
fun.
party room for like 2 hours. The kids get to jump on the trampoline. And then the best part was the trampoline park that we go to every time. They never have anybody working the trapeze. And I walked over to the front desk and I'm like, yo, every year I have a kids party for my son here. And nobody's ever doing the trapeze into the foam pit. I was like, I paid a lot of money to be here, which I didn't. I was like, open up the trapeze. And they opened it up, dude. And my son did it once. And then there was like a 700-person line.
Yeah,
And I'm like, thanks. And we just walked away.
Right.
Fuck this
think we
kid's
were-
day
we were-
up.
I think that was what we came to, and we were like,
Yes.
we were like, bro, got the trapeze going. We're gonna go. I think Sienna actually went on it, which I was shocked. She was like 3 or 4 at the time, and I'm like, I can't believe she just did that. And then it was
fun.
like, all right, you're not doing it again because all the kids just ran over here now.
Everybody, but that was the best part because the rest of the trampoline park cleared out, and then all the adults got into the dodgeball area. Yeah, we just started beating the shit out of each other.
I think it was your cousins. Your cousins would just hit each other in the face.
Oh, dude, but Danny and Brian just drilling each other in the head. My brother Steven just, and then the best part is like, you're not hitting other people's kids, you're just softly tossing at them. But then the second you see your kid in a dude, dude, you're not looking. I drilled my son in the back of the head like 4 times at the top of a ramp and knocked him down. And it's like, I know that seems so mean, but fuck it. Because
the end of the time was like 3 or 4, I think. I can't remember when this was. It was a few years ago. It might have been 2 years ago. She might have been 4. But I was like nervous about her playing dodgeball. So I literally was like, all right, you duck down. I'll stay in front of you. I was like, when I get a ball, I'm going to give it to you. You could throw it back. She's never going to hit any of them because she's so little. But like, I just was trying to protect her from just getting drilled in the face. And it was fun. We had a great time. The trampoline park was such a great time. That is a fun. If you're going to do a birthday party for your kids, that is one.
Dude,
expensive.
It gets the juices going. My son knocks out as soon as we get home because he's wiped, dude. Like I was wiped after jumping. My knees hurt for like a week after that because you don't realize how much like exercise you're doing with just bouncing around. But the funniest thing is like my cousin, who's usually well reserved, like some older kid was like playing dodgeball with us and like kept throwing at our heads and stuff like that. My cousin's like, I'm gonna fucking nail this kid. I'm like, all right, take it easy, man. He's like, nah, fuck him. Dude, he drilled him right in the chest. He's like, oh, it's not so funny now. I'm like, oh shit.
And I think at the time too, like I said, it was like 4 years old. She didn't nap at the time. We left there. She fell asleep with the wire home because it was like,
dude, it's brutal.
Tiring.
Dude, it's brutal. You're jumping for no reason. Like if you had one of those like step calculators, it's like you've jumped for 4.5 miles. It's like, wait, what? Just imagine the thought of jumping for 4.5 miles.
Yeah. We literally were just like, because like the Redmond trampoline park, it's just like the entire floor of trampoline. So you're just going, jumping from one trampoline to the next like that. Like me and Sienna would just go up, down, like the entire floor. Then you would get the one where the back is against the wall. So you would bounce off the back, hit your back on the trampoline, dude, then bounce back on, then go the other way.
Those are the best ones because like I was egging my son on to like do crazy shit and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, jump off this, do a backflip. Check this out. And I would do it and get all fucked up. My son would be like, all right, I'll try it. And I'm like, all right, good luck. And he'd land it. I'm like, shit. Like,
you know what though? The worst thing about those places are the foam pits. When you could disappear.
It's impossible to get out.
It's so hard to get out of.
You're just stuck. You're literally stuck. You just fall to the bottom. It's like going, dude, it's like jumping in a ball pit back in the day when McDonald's used to have ball pits. You know what I mean? But the difference is you can actually swim through the ball. The foam just grabs you and you sink. And when you're a rotund man like myself, gravity just does its thing. And like kids do not give a fuck. You're in the middle like, hey guys, hold on. Let me get out before you jump in and just kneeing you in the face. It's like, oh, fuck.
5-star frog splash, you're toast.
Dude, she did the balance beam and she fell in and I had to jump in after her because she could not get out. I was like, I don't know where she went. She fell right in. She
fucking so Narnia, tiny. Bro. She left.
I was like, she just went into like the 4th dimension. Like this is not like I gotta find her. It's
know what we should do? We should get like 20 dudes and rent out a trampoline park and just be like, all right, first one to go to the hospital loses.
I would just rent out the dodgeball. Just rent the dodgeball court out.
You know what's funny? Like talking about that, I've always wanted to do it, but I always feel like I'm the only child that would like. And especially in Jersey, Jersey has a lot of indoor places. They do like tactical airsoft where they'll give you like AR-15s and pistols and fully auto everything. And it's like, oh yeah, you rent it out and you and your friends go in that room and just fuck each other up. It's like, I want to do that.
I want to do that.
Actually, I always wanted to go paintballing. I never did paintball.
I never went for
paintball forever. I was gonna say I did
into airsoft tactical gear.
Dude, I'm gonna ask for Christmas this year for Santa to hook it up.
That's what we do here. We just go from one topic
to the next. That's why we can't stick on sports. But dude, I played paintball
buzzed
forever.
And bored.
Buzzed and bored. I'm definitely buzzed.
We're like ADHD.
Right. 100%.
We should.
Paintball is fun.
AC/DC sign like the.
I was gonna say
paintball is fun. The only problem is like little kids also play paintball. Paintball's fucking hurt. Like it's meant to, so you feel that you got hit. Like, and it's certain parts where you're wearing a face mask. You get hit in the neck, it hurts like a son of a bitch. You get hit in the top of the head, it's like somebody taking their knuckle and giving you like a fucking quick knock on the head. And the worst place to get hit is your hands because you're holding the gun, so your skin is like taut.
Yeah,
you get hit in the hand with a paintball, your skin splits in half. Blood everywhere. It's brutal, dude. It happens every time I go paintballing. But
Wear
these
gloves.
little kids that play,
fuck them kids. They don't belong there. They don't belong
no, dude. It's for kids.
it.
So, bro, we played a 5-on-5 one time, and all the kids are like, "We want to play against you." And we're like, "No, you're gonna lose bad." They're like, "Oh, we don't care. We want to play against you." We're like, "All right, cool." They all ran into the same fort, and I pulled like a John Rambo, and I just ran into the door of the fort and lit them all up. And like I got lit up at the same time. It's like I'm sacrificing myself for the team for the win. And like 3 of the kids started crying because they got lit up, and I felt them horrible. I'm like, guys, I'm so sorry. They're like, oh, it's okay. It's like it's not that I overshot the shit out of them or anything like that. It's just because it fucking hurts, especially when you get surprised by it. You catch one of the ribs, it doesn't feel good.
So I guess kind of. I was like 18, 19 years old. So we you guys know about a place in Pennsylvania. So we used to go out into the woods behind my house, deep woods. And we literally be like, all right, you pick a spot, you guys pick a spot, and it was basically like war. It was like playing in the woods, and we did paintballing in the back. We used to get in trouble. The security would come around and take our guns from us because we weren't allowed to do it.
Yeah.
But we were legit like we're shooting each other like full on like paintballing.
Yeah.
It was the most fun. That's why I'm like the airsoft stuff doesn't seem like it would hurt as much as a paintball. I would love to do that. I think it'd be so much fun.
We should do that.
We should
totally go shoot the shit out of each other.
But since we're getting along here, it's almost an hour and a half. I do want to say just stick with us. Anyone who's listening right now, subscribe, like our YouTube page, like our follow us on Twitter or X as you call it. I forgot what our handle is now because it's the Buzzed and Bored podcast. But look us up, Buzzed and Bored podcast on Twitter. Look us on YouTube. Check us out. Subscribe. We're gonna have a lot of fun stuff coming up. We're going to AC in December. December we used to drink beer and a take. I can't drink beer anymore because the wheat messes up my stomach. So we're gonna do on TikTok and on our YouTube shorts, kind of like a cocktail a day type of thing. Get ready for Christmas. Christmas time is when you can just drink the entire month of December and no one's gonna say a thing to you. And there's a lot of cool cocktails that you could have throughout the entire month of December. So we're gonna be making some of those and showing you how to make them on TikTok every day throughout December. And then when we get to
drinking beer though.
What'd you say?
I'm still drinking beer. Sorry.
You can still drink beer. Listen, if you have a good beer you want to share on Christmas Day, you could do it because the only thing that gets you through the holidays is a little holiday spirits.
Weed. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The holiday spirits is what gets you through the holidays. I think I say it all the time. My beer to takes is that you only need is a little bit of holiday spirits as opposed to holiday spirit. But we'll be doing AC. I think we already talked about this. We're gonna do a challenge. We're gonna kind of tape it. You can't tape all of it because we're going to be the table stuff in Atlantic City, but we're going to do a $100 challenge. We're going to have an hour to do $100, gamble it, and try to whoever wins the most money obviously wins. I don't know. I guess we'll have to come up with a prize for it, but the loser has to have a punishment too. So
100%.
We got to figure out what's going to happen. If the middleman gets whatever, I guess just gets nothing. Just being middle is probably like a win because you don't win the money, but you also don't get punished. So we'll figure it out there, but that's more content we're going to have coming out on YouTube. And like I say, it's just a bunch of 30-year-olds, families.
I think the loser,
having fun. And
I'm throwing this out there right now, just off the top of my head. I'm thinking that loser has to buy 40 ounces up at Best Sports Bar or whatever it's called.
Oh, for a round of them?
Couple 40s on the loser.
I'll do that.
Loser
I think that's fine.
has to chug a 40.
Oh my God. You got a funnel one?
After I just said I'll do it though for you guys because it sucks. That's like if I lose, that's like a legitimate punishment for me because I can't have weed. That's gonna kill me.
Can't have weed or wheat?
Wheat.
Oh,
weed is fine. That's
right.
That won't bother me.
We'll figure it out. But the problem is, I think we all might just end up with zero because there's a good chance I walk up to $100 slot machine and go, boop. Like, oh, I'm out.
There's a good chance that I'm gonna end up with like 3 pennies and be like, that's definitely enough.
I am going to huff and even more puff because that's what I play on my phone when I go to your houses, and I've hit jackpots, $100 to $200 each time. So I'm gonna sit with my drink, no J because I can't smoke inside, but I'll be lizard. I don't know if you've seen those memes
Yes.
or anything, but it's that's all I'm gonna be doing, baby.
Should we do it? Should we do it?
Yeah.
Where you pick your casino, or like we all like each leave to go to a casino, or you have the same?
I think we just decide, like, all right, this is when we're doing it. All right now, an hour from now, let's go. Let's get it. And honestly, the best probably time to do it is probably after Hash House to go early in the morning. We'll have
tables
pick of the casino. Tables are open.
I feel like we
cheaper,
should be
and-
buzzed for it though. We should be like under the influence. To make
We're
it
gonna have
more
mimosas
entertaining.
and drinks at breakfast, dude. What are you talking about?
No, but I'm saying though, dude, you see the size of the pancake that I got. The thing is huge. So
Yeah,
like, I
I'm
want to
gonna
make
get pancakes.
sure that we're I want my eye to be open like this when I'm fucking doing it.
You have to. You know what? We'll put in a stipulation for the $100 challenge. You have to have a drink in your hand, a drink that's ready to be drunk. You can't be walking around with an empty cup. You have to have a drink in your hand. And if one of the other contestants sees you without a drink in your hand at any point during that hour, you get docked $10, or you have to buy a round or something. Like, we'll figure it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's good. I actually like that. But the thing is, too, though, also though, like, what if like you're at the table and the waitress is just really super slow? Like, that's not really fair either.
You're gonna have to maintain. You got to have a backup,
pace
dude. Listen,
yourself.
hey, we've been going to
Pace
Atlantic
yourself.
City enough where the first time the lady comes by and you definitely hit her with a $5 or $10 bill and be like, "Listen, every time you walk by, just remember me." It's not that hard, bro. Especially around Christmas time where it's fucking dead there. You flash a $10 bill to a waitress down there where everybody, these old people are like, "I'm gonna take a coffee, thanks, sweetheart," and like they don't give a dollar, nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna throw up a $10 bill minimum right away and just be like, "Listen, every time you walk past me, just drop another one, please."
Right.
It works every
I
time,
like
dude.
either way. I'm in either way. All right, that sounds fun. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe, like, and we're going to try to get this on some of the platforms for audio, as opposed to just always being on YouTube. So, peace. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. As always, stay buzzed and stay. Well, don't stay too bored with us. We're not boring.
Right.
But if you stay bored and you stay buzzed, I can't do alliteration. But
He has trouble
like-
with the bees.
like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Or not next week, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll
Happy
see you the
Thanksgiving.
week after that. Later.